Alright, you're not going to believe this story. We're about to unpack something that sent absolute shockwaves through the tech world. An AI assistant managed to do in just 1 hour what a team of top tier Google engineers had been working on for an entire year. Yes, you heard that right. And this isn't hype. This comes directly from Jonna Dogan, a principal engineer at Google. She said, "I'm not joking. And this isn't funny." Now stop and think about that. A full year of work, endless meetings, thousands of lines of code, constant problem solving, and suddenly an AI replicates it in about the time it takes to grab lunch. It's completely mind bending. So the big question is obvious. How is this even possible? What exactly happened here? Let's break it down. Jonna Dogan is a principal engineer at Google, working on Google's own powerful AI system, the Gemini API. But out of curiosity, she decided to test a competitor's tool, Anthropic's AI coding assistant, Claude Code. And she had the perfect challenge. Her team had been working on something called a distributed agent orchestrator. It sounds complicated, but here's an easier way to think about it. Imagine an air traffic controller, not for airplanes, but for AI agents. The orchestrator decides what each AI does, when it does it, and how they all work together without crashing into each other. Building something like this is extremely complex. In fact, Jonna's team at Google had been wrestling with this problem for over a year. They tried multiple approaches, they debated architectures, they explored different designs, and even after all that time, they still didn't have a final solution locked in. So for her experiment, Jonna did something simple. She reduced this massive problem into just 3 short paragraphs. She fed that description into Claude Code. She hit enter, and then she waited. 1 hour later, the result came back. What Claude produced was stunning. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't production ready. But it was a near perfect match to what the Google team had spent a year building. Think about that. 1 year of human effort versus 1 hour of AI output. This wasn't just code, it was a solid architectural foundation, something that normally takes massive human collaboration to create. And that's the real point. This story isn't just about one project, it's about a much bigger trend, the exponential acceleration of AI, especially in programming. Look at how fast things have changed. In 2022, it was impressive if an AI could complete a single line of code. In 2023, it could write entire functions. By early 2024, it was building simple applications. And now AI is designing, reorganizing, and reasoning about entire complex code bases. The pace of progress is staggering. Even Jonna herself admitted something shocking. In 2023, she believed the capabilities we're seeing today were still 5 years away. Even the experts didn't see this coming this fast. The future isn't slowly approaching, it's arriving early. And when Jonna shared this story online, it exploded. Her post on X, formerly Twitter, went viral. Over 4 million views. It sparked a global conversation. People everywhere started thinking and worrying about the future of programming, creativity, and jobs. Some of the reactions were especially insightful. One person pointed out how AI cuts straight through bureaucracy. No meetings, no red tape, no delays. This could trigger a renaissance for individual creators. One person with a great idea could now build what once required an entire corporation. Another key takeaway: speed. If a year-long project can be prototyped in an hour, innovation is about to accelerate like never before. So what does all this mean? It feels like we're standing on the edge of a massive revolution in how we invent and build. And that leaves us with one final question. Just 1 year ago, what AI can do today felt like science fiction from 5 years in the future. So if we jumped 5 years ahead in just 12 months, what in the world is next year going to look like?